If you're unsure of yourself, maybe you should call the RMO.
Maybe. What do you think?
You're the doctor.
Claire, please call 2650.
Here's a face that'd stop a clock. Cheer up, misery chops.
Yeah, I've been called to the ward to see Albert Gray. He's in a terrible state.
That's my new houseman. First day and he thinks he's Dr. Sodding Kildare.
Tell him to hurry up. My wife's back tomorrow.
PRN diamorph. And, Andrew, when you ring me in the middle of the night, make it for something important. Like my hair being on fire.
Isn't there anything more we can do?
Andrew, Albert Gray is a dying man who's dying.
Oh, God.
It's the same for everyone. All that stuff they teach you in medical school and no one even shows you how to set up a drip. So, what's it like to be a doctor at last?
I had no idea it would be like this. How's Albert this morning?
Dead. I've certified Mr. Gray.
Well, you'll be pleased to know he wanted cremating.
With that amount of asbestos in his lungs, it'll probably take a couple of weeks.
I know he was terminally ill. I just feel like there was more that could have been done.
There wasn't.
I don't know.
Look, call me an old softy, but I'll let you have the ash cash for Albert Gray.
What?
I'll let you fill in the cremation forms for Albert Gray. 31 quid for 10 minutes work.
Can I stop you for just a moment, please? I wonder if you're familiar with Amazing Opril, a new ACE inhibitor we just brought onto the market. My company
Why don't you just get out of my face?
Are we meant to save lives or speed their end?
Andrew, it's time you realise that medical school is over. Albert Gray received the highest standard of medical care. My judgment was to pull the plug because prolonging a patient's death isn't the same as prolonging his life. I've got no patience with your misplaced concern. Your job is to make the decisions that everyone else runs away from and dumps on you, the doctor.
Mrs. Temple continues to have abdominal pain, Mr. Doherty. We did an X-ray which confirmed ileus, but we were wondering if she might have an inferior mesenteric artery thrombosis.
I think the X-ray is the most marvellous adjunct to modern medical practice. When I first started, we had to draw the curtains around the ward and put the patient up against the bright light. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Doherty. I just removed this fluid when I took out Mr. Johnson's catheter.
I say, how odd, sister.
I've never seen anything like it.
A very odd, sister.
Possibly we're dealing with some urinary sepsis. I think we should send it off to microbiology for MCNS. We need to do an urgent UNEs, profile, blood cultures, and we need to do serial EMUs for 3 days.
No need for all those fancy tests.
Tea, white, 1 sugar. We were out of saline when I catheterised Mr. Johnson, so I used tea instead.
Good lad. Thinks on his feet, what? Onward, Dr. Broom, onward.
My stone. Cheers, Doc.
Marvellous. Marvellous.
I thought his kidney stone was chucked away after the operation.
It was. He was nagging me so much. I got him a specimen pot, put his name on it, and found him a stone.
So whose stone's that?
No one's. That's a piece of gravel I fetched from the car park in my lunch hour.
Sorry to trouble you, Andrew. Mr. Gray's relatives are in the office.
What do you mean I have to go now? I've been funny, sister, but I've never really...
Look, it should be the doctor that talks to them now, shouldn't it?
Fancy a quick beer before, huh?
I don't drink.
Mrs. Gray.
You look tired, Doctor. Why don't you have a seat?
Oh, no. Please, fine, thanks. I wanted to, as you know, Albert, was not a well man. He had, mesothelioma secondary. Well, he had this kind of lung cancer, which came on because he was exposed to asbestos, or probably because he was exposed to asbestos. You can never know for sure, 100%. Still, he wasn't a well man. We gave him injections, oxygen, nebulizers, and we did everything that we could for him. In the end, there's nothing that we could do. Actually, if there's anything you want to ask me,
Well, how is Albert now? Is he very bad? Is that what you're saying?
Mrs. Gray, Albert, has passed away.
Thank you, Doctor. I'd like to see him.
Soon you'll worry how little all this affects you, not how much.